What's the matter, Dad?
You are so beautiful. You look so much like your mother at your age. I wish Laura would be as proud of you as I am, Leslie Lou.
You seem sad. Are you okay?
Fine.
You hide it well, but I know Uncle Tony's death hit you.
Well, he was a good man and a friend, and you don't get that combination very often in life.
Well, I have a spare hug if you can use it.
I would never turn down a hug from a beautiful girl.
Excuse me. I need to speak at the memorial.
And say what?
Well, I've set up a scholarship in Tony's name, and I'd like to announce it.
Oh, okay. Check with Bobby. But don't try to bulldoze this service for your own personal aggrandizement. Tony meant something to a lot of people. So show him some respect, and them too.
Do you really think so little of me?
I do.
I would never undermine the meaning of this day. I thought a great deal of Tony. Oh. Please tell me that that girl did not spend the night here?
That girl is my wife, and of course she spent the night here. She's going to every night.
When pigs fly.
It's a done deal, Spanky. Give it a rest.
It's a sad day for us, BJ. We have to let your dad go. And none of us are quite ready for that, so if you could be with us and help us get through this, that would be just great.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay. What are you doing here?
I knew you'd be here.
I thought I would just see you at the chapel.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I woke up this morning with every intention of going to Tony's service, and then I thought about it, and I've caused a lot of pain. And your marriage, your very solid marriage, was over because of me. And I know that you're extremely sad from Tony's death, and it happened very quickly, and it was unexpected, and I don't really want to add any more distress to your day, so I just really want you to give it to me straight. Should I make myself scarce?
I appreciate being summoned. Now, why don't I believe my own eyes?
Oh, you don't think I pray? Or thank God for saving all the people? I want the pleasure of killing myself.
Defending this marriage, they're babies.
I hate to break it to you, Mama, but your baby boy is no toddler.
Thank you for noticing that. Mom, I'm over 18. I make my own decisions now.
You're living under my roof.
It's my roof.
I gave it to you.
Really, guys, I don't care anymore who owns the house. If you can't accept my marriage to Georgie, then we leave.
Okay, well, I am paying your tuition, which means you've got to live by my rules. First and foremost, she does not spend the night here.
Dad? What are you doing here?
Picking you up for Tony's service. And let's get something clear right up front. You may have bought yourself one night under this roof by calling so late, but that's all you're getting. Once Tony's service is over, you're coming home with me.
I'm sorry, I should probably be handling this better.
Hey, no. Don't start trying to please or edit your feelings. It won't work, and the loss you're feeling is real.
Yeah, and nobody is going to blame you for grieving for your father.
And if you need either one of us day or night, you just call, okay?
Thanks, Elizabeth.
No problem. I have to go. I'm going to take care of a couple things, and I'll meet you at the chapel, okay? Bye, honey.
Bye. No, Elizabeth is great. She's a real natural Spencer.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't get any better than Elizabeth. Or your dad. You're steady as a rock when the rest of the family seemed to pull away in thousands of directions.
Yeah, he was great that way, wasn't he?
You know one thing I liked about Tony? He listened. I mean, really listened.
Yeah, I wish I had told him that I was gay sooner. Just a few things that he said, he was able to say before he died, helped me so much. And knowing that he was cool with it. Time is a bad thing to waste, Lucky. Because once it's gone, you can never get it back. And I would give anything for just one more day with my dad. To tell him how much I love him. And to give him a chance to love me back.
It's okay if you don't want me to go to the service. I totally understand. I'm the wrecking ball that destroyed your marriage, and I did it on purpose. Look, I know that, I know we haven't talked about this in a long time, but I want you to know that I am still appalled by what I did. I am so sorry, Mom. I didn't realize what it cost you and Lucas. I only had on my mind revenge to get you back for giving me up. I didn't realize the enormity or the arrogance of ripping a family apart. I didn't know what it meant to have a family or to be able to appreciate one until I had one of my own, and then I lost it. I am so ashamed, and I am so sorry.
Carly, I appreciate your apology. And I know it's sincere. But it's not necessary. Not now.
Are you sure? I was 98.7 2 hours ago.
I know how to read a thermometer.
Well, there are bound to be minute fluctuations as my system goes back to normal. What matters is I'm better. You agree, don't you?
Yes, you're getting better.
All right, that's good enough. Now, can you please get out of here so I can get dressed?
Get dressed, where do you think you're going?
I'm going to Tony's memorial service. It's at noon, so I have to get ready.
You're not going to Tony's memorial service.
Excuse me?
I don't want you to risk relapse by getting out of bed.
Okay, maybe you don't understand, but Tony was a huge part of my life, and I'm going to his service.
Stands to reason if the doctor says stay put, then common sense should make you stay put.
Since when did you start giving a damn about what happens to me? It's not like I have to travel. The memorial service is right here in the chapel.
If you think you can talk her out of this, go ahead.
He can't.
Well, I mean, he was pretty clear about his professional opinion. Why jeopardize your health by getting out of bed too soon?
Well, I know this may be a novel concept for you, but Tony was like family to me.
I sure hope this selective memory loss comes from your mother's side, because as I recall, Tony Jones kidnapped you, left you for dead in a cabin in a snowstorm without medication.
At least Tony had an excuse. He was having a nervous breakdown because Carly shattered his family.
Oh.
Harry. Which, unfortunately, is something I can relate to, but that's neither here nor there. You can't speak to what happened because you weren't around. Not to worry about me, not to protect me. So keep your baseless opinions to yourself. I am going to Tony's memorial, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey. Hi. Where's your mother?
She'll be here pretty soon. I'm a little surprised to see you.
Why is that?
I figured you'd be a no-show.
Well, as a rule, I do avoid large gatherings of people. But for your father, I make an exception.
You and my dad close?
We were more than close. We were family. Even when one or the other of us dropped off the edge of the world, we always seemed to understand each other. I respected Tony. I can't say that about many people. The world's a much colder place without him.
My marriage to Tony ended for many reasons. But mostly because we couldn't sustain BJ's loss. I grieved for our little girl. And not a day goes by that I don't remember her and miss her to the very core of my soul. But Tony was destroyed by BJ's death. He lost his mind over it.
Tony was mourning. He could have cycled through it if I hadn't swooped down and decimated what was left of his marriage.
Honey, you couldn't have torn us apart if we'd been solid. There were cracks in the relationship long before BJ passed. We just hadn't chosen to address them. I look back on that time and everybody was reeling. We lost BJ. You were hurt and angry because I'd given you up for adoption and I had moved on, seemingly unscathed. But the good news is we were able to forgive one another and build on what could have been ruins. And I think we get points for that.
I wish I would have known you longer. Better. I wish I would have realized the gift that you are long ago. I am humbled by your compassion and your capacity for forgiveness. And I am so sorry for hurting you. And I am so grateful that you love me anyway, Mom.
I do love you very much. And I need you with me. Today and always.
Hey, Luke. Is Lucas here?
No, I sent him on ahead. I was thinking maybe you would appreciate an unguarded moment before the service.
Thank you. It was very thoughtful of you.
How are you, baby?
I'm okay. You know, it hurts, but I know Tony's at peace with BJ, so it's balancing out.
I was sitting here remembering things.
Anything in particular?
Well, yeah. I was remembering the first time I heard that my wild child baby sister had actually married the straight-laced Dr. Jones.
Well, I can see that. You know I always admired you. You left such a mighty impression on me, and I think that's the reason why I've always been attracted to bad boys. Until Tony. He was my conscious effort to change that.
Well, he did. He was the real deal. Gave you the entire family package.
He did. And it was nearly perfect for a very long time. I don't know. Maybe loving someone like me was Tony's undoing.
No, I don't believe that. Not for a second. He was happy with you. What happened between you was just life, circumstance. It seems that no matter what we do, despite our best efforts, we don't always end up with the people we love.
Well, Tony and I didn't have much. much contact over the last few years, but it was very comforting to me to know that he was only a phone call away. I'm gonna miss that.
I know you are.
If you're here yet again to try and convince me not to go to Tony's memorial service, I swear I'm gonna scream.
Just the opposite, actually. I know you're way too stubborn to listen, so I thought I'd do the next best thing. Personally escort you.
You don't have to do that. I'm perfectly capable of surviving a memorial service.
Tony was a colleague. I respected him. I want to be there.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, I didn't expect to see you here.
Considering the fact that we're memorializing my mother's ex-husband that I seduced.
Is that what I was thinking?
I wish it had never happened, okay? But I don't have to answer to you. The only person I have to answer to is my mother, and I've done that in spades as recently as an hour ago. So if you want to, you know, tell me your opinion or insinuate something,
Caroline,
it's not...
Whoa. If you had let me finish, I was going to say I didn't expect to see you here. But I'm very glad you came. Your mother can use the support. Well, here's another surprise. Didn't expect you to be here.
Well, seemed appropriate. I tried to contact Frisco as you requested, but apparently he's under deep cover and can't be reached. Sorry.
Well, thanks for trying.
I was so sorry to hear about Mariah. Is she going to be okay?
It was a mild heart attack. But after losing Tony, being slapped in the face with how quickly we could lose our loved ones, Felicia wanted to spend some time with her.
Yeah, but she wants to have a dinner in Tony's honor when she gets home.
I like that idea.
Our family owes yours so much, Bobby. You and Tony, you gave us the most precious gift imaginable when you saved Maxie's life with BJ's heart. I'm still humbled by it every time I look at Maxie.
I can't take credit for that. To be honest with you, I was horrified at the thought of taking BJ off life support so soon. And it was Tony who made me realize that it was the right thing to do. He was so proud of the way you have turned your life around.
Well, my dad's right. I owe my life to you and Tony and BJ. And I have a responsibility to make the most of it. I take that very seriously.
I know you do.
Will you stay close today, husband?
My sweet, under normal circumstances, nothing would make me happier. But today belongs to my sister.
So how have you been feeling since you had time to recover at home?
Oh, I'm fine. Sky isn't.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just having some headaches.
For how long?
It probably started in the hospital. And you know, it's just stress, I'm sure.
Audrey, have you seen Emily?
No, not yet. But I know she cleared her schedule to be here. Emily wouldn't miss the chance to say goodbye to Tony.
Is Carly here? Remember what I said to you earlier? I need you.
and at the hour of our death. Amen. At this time, I'd like to yield the pulpit to anyone who would like to say a few words about Dr. Jones.
I liked Tony Jones. Not at first and not always, but with time, you get not only hindsight, if you're very lucky, sometimes you get insight. It is from the perspective of time that we can take the true measure of a man. Tony was my sister's proverbial prince.
I didn't want to give you this until the festivities for Lucas were over.
Present? What is it?
He saved her from the battles of her youth and gave her what she always wanted: respectability and a family.
I love you.
Now, with the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
He was a loving father to his own children and a stabilizing influence on mine. He was a brilliant, dedicated surgeon and quite simply the most generous man I ever met. If you doubt that, ask Maxie Jones. Tony wasn't perfect, nobody is, and when he crashed and burned, it was spectacular. In your face. My doc ex-bro-in-law didn't do anything in half measures. I remember one day I was walking through the park and I happened to come across Tony. And it was at a bad time in his life. And he looked like he had taken a buzzsaw to his hair.
Oh, man, why do you make me do this twice now? We're supposed to be friends. Stay down there. Your brain needs blood. You need rest.
Go to hell. I don't need your sympathy.
No, you need your own, but mine'll have to do. Go home, Doctor. You got what you wanted. Go home.
He was bruised and he was battered, but he did find his way back. And he did it with the same honor and the same grace that he did everything. He was his own harshest judge, his own ultimate jury, and I liked him. I respected him. I will miss him.
I've been called back to work to finish up this business in the Markham Islands.
Oh. Okay. It's nice seeing you again.
I'll stay if you want. I'll tell them to shove it.
Well, there's really no reason to.
You're my reason.
I've got along fine without you all these years, and I don't really need you anymore.
Then that's the answer. If you change your mind, just call me. I'll stay in touch.
Right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Let me guess. Dad's leaving.
Yeah. He offered to stay, though.
You didn't want him to?
He said the words, but they didn't mean anything.
How do you know?
Because if he wanted to stay, he would have.
Well, so much for this nightly tradition. I'm back to the job.
You saying you're going to clean up your act?
Well, I gotta look like I am.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I was about to buy you a drink.
Wait. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, good. Bartender.
Vodka Ross, thanks.
So, I want you to be careful out there, my friend. You're slowing down.
Slowing down?
Hey, it happens. Age.
You look to yourself. I am quicker than ever. I tied this whole virus mess up in a week. Back in the good old days, it would have taken me months.
You tied it up? You tied it up? I'm the one who found the candy wrapper and insisted it was a legitimate clue. You were blowing that off. You do this every time. Every time we work together.
That's not...
You always say it's you, that you have solved it yourself.
Well, yes, in most of the cases, that's true. I mean, look at the Mexican situation. You were wandering around in the desert, lost, and then you got yourself framed.
You would bring up that, the Aztec treasure. I mean, how many years ago was that? You think you're the cavalry again?
Yeah, in your case, I am. I'm always saving you.
Rest in peace, Tony. I will carry you in my heart.
I love you, Dad. I'll miss you forever.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next General Hospital. Again.
On the next General Hospital.
I'm absolutely fine.
I just want to be sure you're all right.
Nicholas?
We're here to take you to the memorial.
Nicholas?
We are here to celebrate the life of a very extraordinary woman.